So guys, in this video I'm going to take you on a journey of the OJM right from the very start whenever it first landed in the yard until what it was whenever we took it out. There's the old hand-torn farm machinery with a spud on the back. I'm not really sure what that was for, but I'd like to know if anyone has any ideas. And on the front it had a place for a hand-torn handle. So making the buckets was the first thing, and the first thing I used was these bean tins, which worked really well, and I believe if you were stuck you could definitely use these bean tins to build a river turbine. I built my first generator for the OJM in a way that each coil was wired separately, and I took them all out. You can see there I'm running ratios 1:1, and each coil has a cable going to it. That turned out to be a massive mess at the river, but a good idea, and I will use it again. This part of the video is sped up just to show it running, and I was getting 0.6 of a volt here. Now I didn't mind getting the 0.6 of a volt because I knew that I was going to build on this, and every time I touch the turbine it gets better. I changed the water direction to try and get more volts out of it. I like to get volts before I go testing for amps. You see a lot of silly billies asking me for amps whenever the thing isn't even built. But to get more volts and more speed, I started designing these new buckets for it, and I fitted them, but I realised fairly quickly I'd have to raise the turbine and there was going to be a lot more work had to be done. But I carried on and built the buckets and started fitting them. They're fairly sturdy, and you can see them there. They're not in line or anything. This is all for testing. They were capturing the water a lot better and turning the wheel a lot better because they were on the outside of the flywheel. This gave a lot more torque when turning, and also helped with the speed because it's the weight of the water that I'm working with here, not the pressure. You get a lot of people asking about pressure. The first bearings were just brass rubbing bearings, and we changed them out for ball bearings, and we also done a lot of experiments with different gearboxes, and here you can see a different mounting system for the rotor itself. So the rotor is mounted on an electrical motor, and what I'm using that for is just the shaft and the bearings that I can hold everything steady and give it something solid to fit to on the turbine itself. On the back of it there, that's a Toyota Celica fan belt pulley on the back, and I've machined the little piece of aluminium there in the middle. You'll see me machining a lot of parts for this, and I found it was better to machine the parts myself, to buy a little lathe myself, because I would outsource the job, but by the time somebody would get the time to do it and it would come back to me, I could have already finished with that. Now at this stage I had stopped rewiring the hubs because I don't believe everything I read on the internet, and I believe a lot of what they're saying about rewiring these hubs is actually to make you think that you can't generate electricity from it. So you see there, that's an aluminium stator and the rotor for it, and there's a new gearing system. So that's about a 12:1 gearing system there that I fitted with the electric motor, and that really worked well. Now as I'm going through these here, even from the bean tins and the 1:1 ratio, you can generate electricity with it. So if you see an idea that you like during this video, or one that you say, oh my goodness, I could do that very easily, please do. My videos are all about teaching. But after this I took it away and I painted it. Unfortunately the paint, you'll see later in the video, the paint was B&Q paint and it was total rubbish. It started falling off before I got it even out of the shed. Yes, that's me painting pulleys, shafts, everything on it, and I took 3 days to clean it down and paint it, and then all the paint fell off. So if you want to get yourself some new good paint, go to Auto Paint in Dundalk and the guys will sort you out there. I've already spent another 3 days on it, cleaning it down, and I've it repainted, but these are all old stock videos. You can see there the water coming out of my pipe isn't that fantastic, but it does drive the wheel. Now at this part you can see my buckets are filling right up, but the space between them is too much, and you can see my hub slows down whenever there's a space comes between the 2 buckets. So I need more buckets. I need twice as many buckets at this stage. So what did I do? I went and I built more buckets. Now there's a problem. Ice was a problem for one stage, but there it is with the 4 buckets on it, and I was running 24 volts off this system now. The stator that I'm using on it now is just straight out of the washing machine. The one that you can see there with the wires coming out, this is where I stopped rewiring my stators, and it became much more easier to build these turbines. There's the electric motor that we seen earlier in operation with the rotor spinning on it. So there we're getting good speed out of it now. Changed it to 6-inch. There's more ice problems, and I also had big problems with belt slips, so that's why you'll see me using a lot of chains now. You can see there it's not even moving on the first one, and there's all my other buckets that I made and finally got them fitted. You can see it there, it's spinning good. Oh, this video is not sped up. That is how she runs with all the buckets on it. Now I tried a few different belt types and setups on the back, and I even used the bicycle setup with the rotor on it so as I could change gears in heavy torque. But what I ended up doing with that was just finding the gear that suited the whole system and running it off that. Again, this is 24 volt, no problem at all to this generator or water wheel. Now my next job with the water wheel, as I said before, was to take it in and strip it all down and repaint it. I'm in the process of that now. I'm also fitting it back together with new stainless steel bearings, and I will be building a new rotor for it. So a new generator, rotor and stator are being built, a bespoke one just for this turbine. I won't be using the washing machine on this one. So thank you very much everybody for sticking around and listening to the journey of the OJM. I hope you're enjoying all my videos, and don't forget to like, share and follow. Okay guys, slán.